All right, guys, happy Sunday to you. Happy Father's Day to you out there. And welcome to the show for Sunday, June 19th, 2022. My name is Brock Page, and I do sports picks for free right here on YouTube. I also sell my personal sports bets on patreon.com/BrockPage. And I have packages on that website starting at just $1.99. Now, you may be wondering what the difference is between what I do here on YouTube and what I do on my website. Well, what I do here on YouTube is I'll handicap the entire slate of games in any given sport, side and total. What I do on BrockPage.com is I actually share with you which one of these free YouTube picks on my channel that I'm actually betting on personally. Now, we currently have over 705 members who are signed up and active on that website right now. And if you want to see my current personal sports betting record, you can do that for free right now as well. It's located right on the home page. And with that, guys, let's go ahead and dive into some Major League Baseball action. We're going to start off with the Phillies taking on the Nationals. That's going to be a 12:05 Eastern first pitch. Philadelphia is minus 180, totals 9.5. Eflin for Philadelphia, Jackson Tetreault for Washington. Now, Tetro's got just 4 innings of work under his belt, and they've been terrible. He's 0-1 already with an ERA above 15. And as a team, the Nats haven't been much better. They're smack dab in the middle of an 8-game skid, and they're winning only 29% of their ball games in Nationals Park. They're taking on a red-hot Phillies team who won their last 5 straight, and they actually only lost 2 games since Joe Girardi got fired. Now, the strength of this Phillies organization right now is their bats. These guys are in the top 5 in home runs, top 5 in scoring. Kyle Schwarber's leading the club in home runs with 18 of them. Meanwhile, Bryce Harper's batting .326 with 48 RBI. Now, Harper's actually in the top 10 in batting average, RBI, and OPS. They also have Zach Eflin on the mound here today, who's been fairly consistent this season despite his current record. Eflin's got himself a sub-4 ERA, along with a 1.15 whip. When it comes to the total in this one, the Titans are 21-10 to the over on the road this year. Meanwhile, Washington saw 7 out of their last 10 outings get over the total themselves. I'm going to lean toward Philadelphia minus 180 and the over 9.5. Next matchup, it is going to be Rays Orioles 135 East. Tampa Bay is minus 145, totals 8. Corey Kluber for Tampa Bay, Jordan Lyles for Baltimore. Now, Lyles has 4 wins on the season along with 62 strikeouts. The Rays are also playing the O's are playing 500 baseball at Camden Yards. And they got the W in 5 out of their last 8 ball games at any location. They're taking on a Tampa squad who lost 6 out of their last 8 themselves. And they also have a losing record on the road this year. Now, the Rays' weak spot has also been their offensive production, or lack thereof. These guys are in the bottom 5 in team batting average. And they're also one of the lowest scoring teams in the American League. And even though starting pitcher Corey Kluber's got some pretty good numbers this year, he does come into today's contest with just a 3-3 record. Now, total-wise, 6 out of Tampa's last 10 meetings with Baltimore fell under the posted number. So if you're into historical trends, certainly want to think about that one there. They're also 15-6 to the under against the AL East. I'm going to lean toward Baltimore plus 1.5 and the under 8. Next matchup, Cards, Bo Sox 135 East. Boston's minus 150, totals 9. Nick Pivetta for Boston, Andre Pallante for St. Louis. Now, Pallante's looked pretty good in 37 innings of work. He's got a 1.46 ERA, and he only lost 1 game. He's also backed by a powerful Cardinals lineup who's in the top 5 in team batting average. Paul Goldschmidt's hitting .346 with 16 home runs and 58 RBI. Now, Goldie's currently in the top 3 in both of those categories I just mentioned. He's also leading the majors right now in OPS. He's taking on a Boston club who's playing just 500 baseball at Fenway. And they cashed in on the run line in just 43% of those contests. Now when it comes to the total on this one, the Red Sox went 60% to the under in their last 10 outings. They're also 18 and 14 to the under in their own stadium. Meanwhile, the Cards on the other side of things, they are 18 and 15 to the under when they bat first. I'm going to lean towards St. Louis plus 1.5 and the under 9. Next ball game, it is going to be Giants Pirates 135 East. San Francisco's minus 180, totals 8.5. Alex Cobb for San Francisco, Mitch Keller for Pittsburgh. Now Keller's been pretty brutal here this season. He's just 2-5 with a 5.07 ERA. The righty's also got himself a whip of 1.49. Now the Pirates as a team also lost 9 out of their last 10. They've had significant problems this year hitting the baseball. Pittsburgh's nearly dead last in team batting average, and they're scoring only 3.4 runs a game. Now they're taking on a San Francisco team who won 7 out of their last 8 themselves. They have Alex Cobb on the mound here today, and even though Cobb has had a few shaky outings, he still has a 3-2 record along with 47 strikeouts in just over 37 innings. Now pitching aside, it's actually been the offensive production of San Francisco that's kind of catapulted them as a front runner right now. These guys are in the top 5 in scoring, and they're led by Jock Peterson, who's hit 14 home runs on the year. Now, total-wise, oddly enough, the Giants went 9-1 to the under in their last 10 outings. Meanwhile, Pittsburgh's gone 20-12 to the under at PNC Park. I'm going to lean towards San Francisco minus 180 and the under 8.5. Next ball game, it is going to be Yankees Blue Jays 137 East. New York's minus 160, totals 9. Luis Severino for New York, Yusei Kikuchi for Toronto. Now, Yusei's having a bit of an off year. The Cooch man's just 2-3 with a 4.80 ERA and a 1.54 whip. The Blue Jays have also lost 4 out of their last 5. And they've had a tough time scoring runs in recent meetings with the Yankees. Matter of fact, Toronto's averaging less than 2.3 runs a game in their last 10 meetings with the Bombers. So once again, if you're into historical trends, certainly want to think about that one there. As far as New York's concerned, they're on a 9-game winning streak themselves. They're also winning nearly 70% of their road games. Now they also have Luis Severino on the bump here today, who's looked real dominant thus far in the year. He's currently 4-1 with a 2.80 ERA and a 1.03 whip. When it comes to strikeouts, Severino's fanned 71 batters in just 61 innings of work. And when it comes to offensive production, the Yankees have been virtually unstoppable in that category as well. These guys currently lead the league in home runs and OPS. And speaking of home runs, Aaron Judge has hit a league best 25 homers on the year, along with 49 RBI. Meanwhile, Anthony Rizzo is right behind him with 17 homers and 47 runs batted in. When it comes to the number in this one, the Yankees did see 3 out of their last 4 road games get over the total. Meanwhile, Toronto's 5-1 of the over in their last 6 at Rogers Center. I'm going to lean toward the Yankees minus 160 and the over 9 runs. Of that, guys, now it's time for our quick pick recap. Powered to you by my website at patreon.com/BrockPage, where I have packages on that website starting at just $1.99. Give me the Phillies minus 180, over 9.5. I like Baltimore plus 1.5, under 8 runs. Give me St. Louis plus 1.5, under 9. San Francisco minus 180, under 8.5. New York Yankees minus 160, over 9 runs. New York Mets minus 135, over 7. Cincinnati plus 1.5, over 9.5. Texas minus 150, under 8. Chicago Cubs plus 1.5, over 8.5. San Diego minus 135, over 12.5. Oakland plus $1.25, over 7.5 runs. Cleveland plus 1.5, over 7.5. LA Angels plus 1.5, under 7.5 runs. Minnesota minus $1.20, under 9.5. With my next and final free pick for the video, I'm going to lean toward the White Sox plus 1.5 and the under 8 runs. And with that, guys, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on patreon.com/BrockPage. Now, if you guys do end up getting a membership here today on my safe and secure website, just keep in mind you're going to get billed the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. So if you do end up getting a membership here today on my website, just keep in mind you're going to get billed the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. Did I just say that? So if you do end up getting a membership here today, you're going to get access to that content every single day all the way through the end of June. I always tell folks in every single video, the earlier in the month you sign up, the better. And guys, if you want to get access to every single bet on my website, you may want to think about signing up for my board member package. Not only do board members get access to the board member tier package bet itself, they also get access to every single bet, every single package, every single day, all the way through the end of June as well. It's an all-inclusive membership. But most importantly, guys, gotta thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. With that said, guys, happy Sunday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage.